Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here. Welcome to another Princess Connect video. This is going to be my 1 month review of the global version of Princess Connect. So I wanted to share my thoughts on the game because, as many of you already know, I have prior experience in other servers. So when I first started, I wasn't sure if I'm going to main the global version as well for long term, or if it's just going to be a side account that I play. So the soft launch took place for the global version on December 15th, 2020. And it caught everyone by surprise because we only had some news prior, I think, regarding, the game is coming, Crunchyroll is going to be the publisher, and then all of a sudden the game just dropped. And it was only available through APK Pure and selected places via VPN on the Google Play Store, so iOS players couldn't play it, and it was difficult to gain access unless you had an emulator or an Android that could use the APKs. After that, we had the full release on the 19th of January 2021. So you can see that it's actually just over a month for soft launch players to enjoy the game before the full release. And of course, that created a little gap, which we'll talk about at a later time. So in terms of the global server, some of the biggest advantages I feel that the global server has is we have clairvoyance from the other servers, because, for example, Japan has been out for 3 years. There's also the Taiwan server, the CN server, the Thai server, the Korean server. So there are ample resources describing or predicting the upcoming meta schedule, as well as the banners as well. So players are able to adapt and use their resources wisely and without investing into units that are not currently good. So that is very good for free-to-play as well as Dolphin players, I feel. And we also had the pity system installed right on the June banner, which was the second, well, technically the second banner. The first one was Jita, and we didn't have the pity system. But for other servers such as Japan, they had their pity system for the 300 polls around the anniversary, I think. And then for Taiwan, it wasn't installed until later on as well. So for the global server to have that essentially on release was fantastic, because June was a key unit in terms of providing value in both clan battles as well as PvE, and some application in PvP as well, just all around a great tank. So to have the pity system there was definitely a huge boost, as well as having later on the Makoto banner. I know some people had to pity her, unfortunately, as well, but all in all, they at least provided the opportunity for players to do that. We also are able to prep in advance for events. For example, the the dungeons, we could save one attempt in advance, as well as the Hatsune Perfect Present. We knew what to farm, how to prioritize, even though we had the concurrent release of Map 9 with the Hatsune event as well. And in terms of the overall changes, the global servers are running currently at 1.33 times speed, so I think we're in line with the Thai schedule, which means that we actually have more frequent clan battles. And in the month of March, if we go at the pace as predicted, we'll be having 2 clan battles. This is great in the sense that at the very top, rewards are increased, and you have more frequent clan battles with better rewards, which means equates to more gems. So personally, I do like that change as a clan battle focused players, but again, I know for some other people, they don't like the speed increase because the banners are coming and going, and some events are overlapped, so you don't have enough time to farm everything, as we evidently have seen from the current Hatsune and Map 9 overlap. However, I think running at 1.33 is alright, because we have all these predictions as well as preparations we can do. So even if we are kind of accelerated at this moment, allows us to eventually, I think, catch up to other servers, as well as having less of a dead space or time between the events. And lastly, the biggest issue with the global release, or at least the initial announcement of the global release, was the concern with the publishers. So Crunchyroll, I found out from other players, of course, their track record with other gacha games wasn't the brightest. Of course, there were other global localization teams such as Yostar, who had a better reputation. So people had their doubts regarding Crunchyroll. But however, I'm pleased to say after 1 month of Princess Connect, Crunchyroll has definitely done a fantastic job so far. So highlighting some of the key events that has happened in terms of, firstly, they listened to feedback because the community had a huge issue with PvP hackers, and we had open letters, we had people emailing Crunchyroll on a daily basis, and they finally addressed it in one of their developer notes. So hackers were banned. They also promised to improve communications because we had Twitter posts that were somewhat unrelated, but in terms of in-game news, for example, the June banner was announced after the June banner was available in-game. So that was a big no-no because, you know, we can't really find out what's going on ahead of time. So they've addressed that, and then, for example, the Arisa banner, we got the news way ahead. So this was great. And then we ran into an issue of the detection for the cheat detection system was too active, and we had false positives. So for example, one of my members in my clan actually got banned during the clan battle, and then the account wasn't restored until after the clan battle. However, everyone came together, emailed Crunchyroll, and eventually, I think within a week, because I remember the account was fixed shortly after clan battle. So within a week, false positives, the bans were restored for accounts, and at least the people I knew who had accounts banned had their accounts finally restored. So this was great in the sense that they improved communication, because we got some copy and paste feedbacks or replies regarding the bans, and then I think 2-3 days later they started sending out replies that were personalized and saying that they're looking into it and contacting the developers, which in this case is Cygames, to deal with the false positives, and they've all been sorted now. And then lastly, with the conclusion of clan battle, the clan battle hackers were also dealt with. We had data regarding the player scores, the clan scores, and we found out that a lot of the outliers had their scores removed, and the placement for these clans were restored. So one of the concerns again was if hackers were running rampant, then how can we deal with them and their scores in clan battle? And in the development notes, Crunchyroll did say how they wanted to deal with that, and they did in terms of removing their scores so that the playing field for clan battle is fair and square. And lastly, if you read the announcement yesterday, we had the 1 month thank you gift from Crunchyroll, which actually I thought was huge because it was 10 days of poll tickets, so it equates to overall 100 poll tickets, 8 million mana, as well as 3,000 stamina. The 100 poll tickets is really awesome because that equates to around 15,000 gems alone, because you can save those tickets and pull on any banner of your choice, even the limited as well. So for example, the other free poll events, they were tied to the banner and the time, so you couldn't really pull outside of the free roll banners. But with the poll tickets, it's essentially 1/3 of a pity, and you can use it anywhere you want. The downside, I guess, is because you can't pull the 10x with them, you cannot get a guaranteed 2-star. However, you can also stop in advance when you get the unit, because you're not pulling 10 at a time. So it's give and take, and honestly, I think you can't really complain about 100 free polls that you can use anywhere. So all in all, I think I'm extremely happy with the direction of the game and where the game is heading. The publisher, I don't think that's going to be an issue anymore if they keep maintaining the level of communication as well as the freebies, because Princess Connect is a game that is famous for the amount of free stuff they give to its players. And I really do look forward to how the global server progresses. Their HoloLive collab has been very successful. I think it has drawn in a lot of players that otherwise would have never heard about the game. And there's also one more song coming, I think, from another member who's doing the collab with Princess Connect. So all in all, I am super happy with the global server, and I'm going actually maining my global accounts. I unfortunately had to drop my CN accounts a while ago because I couldn't keep up in terms of having multiple accounts. So I have my account in Scarlet, I have my account in Sky, as well as running a auto clan battle account for my viewers and my Discord members, so that they can do really well with just auto and clan battle. But anyhow, that's it from me, and I hope you're enjoying the game as much as I am, and I'll have more content later on. If you want to learn more about the game or have any suggestions, feel free. Near the time of March, I think I'll be releasing videos on how to get started as a new player, or for people who want to re-roll with the freebies, because I think it is a good time if you kind of made mistakes along the way and you kind of bricked your account. But again, I hope to share this information with more players and improve their enjoyment of the game.